Gigantamax Pokémon. They're huge, over the top, and compared to the typical Pokémon design, they have a lot going on. If someone tried to recreate them, they surely have their hands full, right? So you thought, why not ruin them in Spore? Thank you so much for the suggestion. Let's head over to the randomizer and get started. Alright, who's going to be our first Gmax? Duraludon. Ooh, I made this guy in Minecraft. So how are we going to do this? It's basically a building. I got no idea how to give it the building texture, but we can try. I mean, we got this shape. That's kinda it. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's Pinhead Patrick.
Who you calling Pinhead?
Anyway, regardless, I think that's the rough overall shape. Next, I actually want to focus on the legs. I don't usually do the legs this early, but I feel like getting them out of the way would be good. These are very sideways knees. Yeah, the feet are sideways as well. Oh, actually, they go inwards too. A very odd foot stance. Do you have one that has like 2 toes forward, 1 toe back? Yes, you do. If we do that, make that a little wider, and then make these legs a lot larger, because these are quite large legs. It's a little awkward looking, but I think we're on the right track. Yeah, that's a power stance if you've ever seen one. Next, let's actually do the arms, since the arms are pretty similar. They're just sticking out sideways. Ooh, oh, you're like covered in chewing gum. Let's not deal with any of that. Ooh, what a pose. Get rid of these. You got massive hands though. This might be perfect. 4 fingers, the right shape. So it's pretty thin arms, but pretty large hands. A bit like this. Now let's angle this up a little better. Like that. Ooh, yeah, I can kind of see it already actually. Now we also got a tail at the back that we got to deal with as well, so yes, we are using arms again for it. But the shape is basically this. Yeah, I think that's fair. It's a very odd tail, but it works, it works. Now for the part that I'm dreading. The face. So if you're wondering why I'm dreading the face, it's because I got to get all these windows and all these shards in front of it. I'll figure out a way, I always do. Even if the way isn't the best. So first we got to give you bright yellow eyes. I mean, these kind of work that way. Let's shrink the eyes down a little bit. They don't have to be massive. Bring them a little closer. There we go. And then I guess you got those pillars on top, the sides of the building. How can we do that? We could do them with the fins, actually. First of all, let's try and do the antenna you have on top of your head. Was that as far as it can go? Ooh, unless I do this. That's oh no. I'm seeing the vision. And the vision is that I can't see anything. Oh, perhaps these fins. Perhaps these can be the parts of the building that I'm wondering about. They do flap, though. Hopefully they don't flap too much. Rotate you that way. I can make it longer. I can make it wider. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I can make it bigger like this. Ooh. Wait a minute. This is actually the shape? This is actually the shape? Oh, and of course, I'm not going to make the mistake I always do. We got to give you a mouth. You have a sneaky hidden mouth up here that you can't normally see. We could use that to act as the bottom lip that brings you into the rest of the building. Because that part's usually quite raised outwards. What gives you a huge slack jaw? Yes! This... Oh, it sticks out a bit much as a whole, though. Never mind. No longer as excited about that. There's no flatter face that gives us a sticking out bottom jaw. I mean, we have this. That's a... I'm just gonna keep the mouth small and simple. We know it's there. We can see it, use it. And it's not gonna cause any issues there, right? That's exactly where a mouth would be, right? The shape works though, right? I mean, you gotta give me that. When you look at this, do you see Gigantamax Duraludon? Because if you do, you may want to get your eyes checked. But it's close enough. Let's paint. Oh, look at that pose. Power stance. We got to give you that signature light gray. Here we go. You know what? Let's give you a shiny skin. Give you that metallic feeling. Now you're probably wondering, why haven't I addressed the windows yet? There's a reason for that. I'm going to be doing this. We're going to be using the patterns. The patterns will help us. For example, this here. If we make it blue, that's going to give us a big blue window at the bottom right here. Kinda. That didn't do anywhere near as much as I thought. What if I do this instead? Oh no. It's not going as high as I wanted it to. Stop going on the armpits. Perhaps. I never use this galactic suit because it never works properly, but today it will finally work properly. Never mind, I hate it with a passion. Unironically, I think this one's the best one, but we got to give it the right blue. That's kinda close. Well, so why are the eye colors changing? No, you're meant to stay yellow. Whatever. So next thing I want to do, I wanted to make use of the stripes. These stripes can be the windows going up Duraludon. So let's get the same blue as before, and let's get those stripes. There you go. Watch it go up. Look at that. Look at that. That kind of that goes. That's a little. It goes a little higher than I wanted to, but whatever. It's all right. What if I use something a little more intermittent? This just goes anywhere but where I want it to be. It's meant to go up here, and instead it's just here, 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 here. I can't believe it. The first one we tried was the best one again. It adds way too much blue, but at least it does it in the right spot. Oh no. It's close enough though, right? Yeah, it's good, it's good. Trust me. Let's see it walk. You walk pretty steady, actually. Like, that's not too dissimilar to how Duraludon walks. Those fins are flopping around. Now look at it go, it's like a metronome. Now, the more I look at it, the more I think I've done pretty decent. It may be bad, but it could have been a whole lot worse. But you know what makes these guys even worse is when we look at their babies. Look at the size of those hands! Those hands are huge! Are they the exact same size? No, they're slightly smaller, but still, those are massive! I don't know why. There's always one baby that just freezes in horror. And of course, every building has its natural lifespan. And it all ends in the same. Demolition. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. You came back up really quickly. I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it back. You can live. You can live. Okay, surely the next one can't be as hard as a literal skyscraper. Let's see. Oh. Oh no. Those are some big wings. Let's give it a go. I have a frequent problem when it comes to making wings. And that mainly is the wings in this game are not huge. They have a pretty small size. Like, let's say I start with this, right? This is the max. This is the maximum size. This is how big they need to be. How? How am I meant to do this? Wait. I have a extremely bad idea. But you gotta trust me. You gotta trust me on this. What if we don't make the wings huge? We make the body extra small. It's genius. It could work. And this is how large the body can get. Hold on. We gotta make the lower half a little wider. There we go. Proportionally, it works. Around. How do I angle these? Oh, what am I doing? Oh. And then I just need smaller ones underneath. Like this. Shrink that down a tiny bit. There we go. I say that like I've accomplished something. But proportionately it's good. Although this does look like Navi. So, what are we gonna do about the eyes? Hopefully, we can shrink them enough. I was hoping for some red eyes. There's only one, and it's it's angry. We can shrink him down though. Like, just imagine that the angry pupil isn't there. We can do that by doing this. Look, it just looks like a red eye now. A red eye that blinks sideways. It's good, right? It's good. Then we need to give you a little mouth, which has some buck teeth coming out of it, like this. Butterfree, what happened to you? That's your mouth, Butterfree. Maybe this doesn't work out, this one. Let's get rid of that. Looks like a round mouth we can just put two teeth sticking out from. I need something nose-like. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Oh my, I'm sorry to all the Butterfree fans out there. I'm sorry, I'm trying. You know, let's put that nose inside out. And there we go, now it looks like an actual nose. See, I was going somewhere. And then we can put the little teeth afterwards, like right here. And we angle them outwards like that. There we go, that's, oh boy. Of course, you got your feelers on the top of your head as well. Stretch them out a little bit, curl it over in one specific direction. There we go, like this. There we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Finally, a win for us. Yeah, bring it backwards like this. There we go. That's the curl. All right, hands and feet. What are we doing here? Not a whole lot, apparently. These are like non-existent limbs. If I could just attach the raw hand to the body, I would. But I can't. And I can't put feet, by the way, because feet, like when I put on a foot, it'll immediately go to the ground. And we don't want this. Let's make as small of a foot as possible. Like, wait, actually, the legs on their own might be the best outcome. And if we do the little trick that we learned last time of putting a small detail on the end so it forces it to color in when we do the coat, and just invert it to be inside like that, we should be able to color the end of the legs. Should be. And you know what? We're going to do the same for the out. No! Why does it look like that? I hate it. Hello! Hello! This might be the worst one I've ever done. This is bad. This is unsalvageable. It doesn't have a mouth. Hold on. We actually need to give it a mouth, otherwise we're in trouble. Oh, you know what? We could do that instead of the nose. Let's get rid of you. Let's put the mouth for there. It's a little large for what we want it to be, but I mean, come on. At least we have a mouth on here now. Alright, let's get painting. The body is blue. The coat has a little bit of teal with it. Let's give it that. Oh no, that's everything but what I want. Oh, and it didn't work. My plan didn't work. Okay. Alright. But can we at least change like partial color of the wings? Come on, we can add that green, right? Oh, not there. Not on the teeth. I have an idea. Check this out. We're going to change the whole color to be the green for the wings. But watch this. This is going to be a brilliant idea. We go to coats. We go to one that will go straight down the middle. And we change that to the blue that we want for Butterfree. And the whole thing will... I thought the body would be small enough that the whole thing would turn blue, but it doesn't look like the case. Stop laughing at me. These guys are mocking me. You're so green, but it's the only way to keep your wings green. Because if I change it to blue, then your wings are blue. Ooh, hold on. That changed something somehow. I don't know how, but that made it so specifically the nose turned that color. Wait, I know what's happening. Because it's so close, the detail is covering over the coat, so only the nose gets covered. Hold on, I have a vision. I have a great vision. What if I do this? We might be onto something. That's looking a little closer to what we want. It's Butterfree, okay? Just screw this, we're done. Look at it, look at it. I hate you. It was a good idea, alright? The wings wouldn't go large enough. It worked. You know, let's look at the kids. You know what? The children may have better proportions. The wings may look better. It's the same picture. It's the same. Your eyelids are just bigger. It's the exact same. Nothing has been fixed. Nothing has been saved. This is the most ruined Pokemon I've ever done. And you know what? That's a badge of honor you can wear, Butterfree. You are not even close. Alright, never do that again. Never do that again. I'm so sorry. Let's just try and move on. Oh, a humanoid. Okay. Alright, you know what? We may be back in this. We may have one good design today. This is feasible. So Grimmsnarl is one of the few humanoid-looking Gigantamaxes, which works really, really well for us. Because I think it's pretty straightforward to make. Famous last words, of course, but I think we can do this one. I think this is a win. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still gotta make it. But still, it's got a large chest, it's got a small stomach, and it's got a slightly larger waist. You're like this, yes. So we'll have you stand up like that. You have a mouth similar to this at the top here. Ooh, that has some reach. Wait, hold on, no, this is better. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. So again, we're bringing back the red eyes, but this time we're actually using the pupils. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. We need a nose. Ooh, ooh. We can actually use the nose this time. Put that there. We need a long nose. Like that, yes. Okay, 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 okay. I'm getting excited now. This is working. This is working. Legs. They're simple legs. They're just regular human legs. Skinny in the middle. Yes, yes. This. And then it skinnies out at the end there. Because it turns into heels. Because you're on high heels. And this is it. That is what you're standing on. You're standing on literally this. Okay, this is... Oh, man. You're standing on strands of hair like high heels. Without the heels. Alright, and now the arms. They're just humanoid arms. We're gonna have something like this, so the muscles can simulate the bumps in the hair, like such. And then you need 3 long fingers. Ooh, we got options. Like the hook. That's it, that's the shape. And then all we're missing is just like, you got some hair at the top of your head. That's all we're missing, and we can make that with arms. Oh man, this has brought me back up. After what happened with Butterfree, this is what I needed. Yeah, they can just come back together. I was gonna hope they meet in the middle. You can't do it that way, can you? But I know one thing I can do. We can have the hair go up and come down the same way, except with a gap in the middle. This needs to just go back into the inside of your head like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's the shape of your hair behind your head. Okay, and these can be the random hair strands that you have. Because all they are is just that they're here, and then they're up like this. This is Unbound Hooper. Duplicate again, but have it a little higher like that. There we go. That's good. Oh, and of course I can't forget your ears. Let's give you your ears real quick. Make them long like that. This one went like a dream. We are out of complexity. All right, let's get coloring. Oh, I'm so excited to see how this one turns out. You got black hair. Let's give you a hair material. That kind of looks like hair. Yeah, let's stick with that one. That one looks good. Then for your coat and details, can I give you the green? Will this go onto your face? Yeah, there we go. We got a little bit of green around the face. I'm trying to think, can I add anything else? I don't think I can. Like, there's no patterns. The only thing I do is clean up this, actually. Let me clean that up now. It's a little messy still. Oh, no. Oh, no. My green's ruining everything. Oh, never mind. We're fine. It's fine. We're not touching it anymore. This is good. I'm taking this as a win. This is Gigantamax Grimmsnarl. No, it's not a win yet. The legs must be longer. Now it's a win. There we go. That is the proportions that we needed. This is power. This is intimidation. By Spore standards, by my standards, this is good. This is great. It even looks good on the babies. Okay, again, maybe the hands are a bit of a problem, but I think it's the most appropriate hands overall. Alright, you gotta do your iconic pose. The pointing. The edgiest Gigantamax. Thank you for not being another Butterfree. Grimmsnarl, thank you. I needed that. My ego needed that. Hopefully this one is... I was dreading this one. There's so many cannons on its back. How am I meant to do this? Out of all of the Gigantamaxes that we had, the one I wanted less than Butterfree, was Blastoise. There are so many cannons on its back, so much to it, and I have no idea how I'm going to do that. At least with the wings, I had an idea straight away. This, however, I am stumped. But we got to figure out something, and I know we can. So first, let's make that Blastoise shape, which I guess is kind of like this. So you got a powerful mouth. You don't really get to see a whole lot of Gigantamax Blastoise's face. Most of the time, you're just staring at its shell. It is constantly posing. Like, yes, Blastoise, we see the fit. Which I want to say, listen, I know it's a pig head, but I think this is pretty close to the kind of head that you want. Those eyes, they are angry eyes, like this. This already looks like the wrong Pokemon, but hold on. It's Blastoise. That actually helps a lot. There we go. That actually... Oh, okay, maybe not from the front. Maybe I need a different mouth. You know what? Maybe we just stick with this one. It may be friendlier looking, but at least it doesn't have a pig snout. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little bit better. Of course, then we got the massive legs, which are just kind of like this. That's okay, maybe a little exaggerated. And then you got very small but muscly arms, with the muscles very close to each other. Like that. Yes, that's the arms. That's the arms. And those are just little claws like this. Okay, not like that. Let's give you this. I think these might be... Yeah, those are pretty close to the hands that Blastoise has. We'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. Oh yeah, and of course the tail. We can't forget the tail. And the tail goes underneath like this. It is large there, slightly larger here. There we go. That's the tail. Now for the elephant in the room. Or should I say the tortoise in the room? The shell. So that whole time, while I was doing this, I was trying to think of how I'm going to do the shell. And I can tell you that I actually have No idea. We're gonna wing it. Something's gotta work, right? Something's gotta work. I mean, this can go pretty large. Maybe? My brain be ticking. What if we make the back the bottom layer of the shell, and this can be the middle layer? Because there are multiple layers to the shell. And then, if I copy this, put that there, but make it longer? Oh, hold on. This is the 3D aspect of the shell right here. If I do that, that's a holiday hat. That's yay, yay. It's working, guys. It's working. Hooray. We're so screwed. Blastoise, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, we're already on yellow complexity. We gotta put in the cannons now. We have to. We can't delay in those. So what makes a good cannon? Excellent question, me. I have no idea. But they're in groups of 2. Each cannon is in a group of 2, and it's sticking out of another lump. What can I do about that? What can I do about that? Hello, right when life needs you the most. Oh my goodness. Put another 2 down. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is what we were looking for. This is precisely what we needed. Okay, that's the base level turrets. Hold on. This might be working. This might be working. Our next problem is that we need to have them on the middle layer as well. Fortunately, the top layer doesn't have anything, but the middle layer has more. Wait, what if I... How much larger can they go? They can do that. What if I lowered this slightly so that this part sticks out like that, and we do this? Hold on. Yeah, and then that... Oh my... It's all coming together. What is this called? Life suckers. Thank you. You didn't suck the life from me. You gave it to me. It's a little cramped up close, but it's doing it. There we go. They're basically turrets, and it connects to the shell. Oh, it looks like a complete mess. I am sorry. There's no way we can do better than this, right? There's no, like, magical turret item. Like, this is... I didn't check the weapons. Maybe I should have checked the weapons if there was a... Give me a second, life suckers. I gotta put you on the bench. Because what if I did this? Hold on. Okay, life suckers are good down here, but this weapon, could this be perfect for the larger cannons? Put one there, and then we can... We're one short. No, it's fine. It's just money. It's just money. Don't look. I'm not cheating. Why not? Oh, it is. Oh, I thought it was the money. What do we have to get rid of? This is literally the last thing we need. We're one short. Do you get rid of the feet? The feet do not give it to us. Return the feet. I've got to get rid of one of the small turrets. Like, what if I get rid of this one? That's not enough. Turrets and feet. Fine. The toes have to go. We cut down on the turrets. We've had budget cuts, okay? We've had to lay off the toes. But it's all worth it just so we can have the double turret. Look at that. This is awful, but it's something. And you know what? Considering I came into this with zero plan, I am happy. This is a success in my book. Let's paint. So, first of all, we got to give you that strong blue that your body has. Then we need to adjust your back. So, if I change the coat to brown... Ooh, immediate Blastoise, you are spoiling me. Immediately. And it's the right color for the guns as well. Oh, okay. This is good. Then we can choose this, and we can make it the orange that's on Blastoise's belly. Oh, but then it ruins the guns. It doesn't even give us that much on Blastoise's belly anyway. You know what? I'm gonna keep it gray, because the guns are what you're gonna be looking at most of the time. Maybe the coat can help us. Like, what if I choose this? Will this give a bit of a pattern around the front? No, that will ruin your face. That kinda helps. It gives us a little bit of a pattern, which I guess matches Blastoise's patterns, even though it's not the right color. Let's get rid of that lower pattern there. There we go. We give you this. You got a brown shell. You got a belly. It's a similar hue. Not quite right, but it's close enough. And you got all the guns that you have on your back. You got all the turrets. Honestly, I couldn't ask for anything better. Okay, I could ask for you to walk a little better, but I mean, you know, if you want to hop around everywhere, be my guest. You're that happy to have been a success, huh? You know what? I'm that happy as well. I could hop like that right now. Imagine if Gigantamax Blastoise actually walked like this, though. It would cause so many earthquakes. Towns would collapse. Just a bouncing 200-meter creature approaching. The babies are coherent as well. Look at them. They got the turrets. They can do what they can do. They also... Genuinely, I don't know how this came up better than Butterfree. But it actually did. We pulled it off. We pulled it off. Alright, let's top it off by doing one more. Surely nothing could go wrong with this next one. Surely nothing. No, we just did you. Go away. Go away. I'm not doing that again. Corviknight. You know what? I can do this. I can do this. We did Butterfree. We can do a bird, right? We can do a bird. We just gotta do the wings thing again. Oh no. So Gigantamax Corviknight is surprisingly similar to regular Corviknight, but that doesn't make it any easier. This bird has a lot of armor on it. But first, we gotta make a bird. This is a good start for a bird body. It's got a slightly larger chest because of that metal plating. Before we go too far in, how big can we make these wings? Because this is what's going to make it important here. Ooh, hold on. We can stretch them? No, we can shrink them. They can't go any further than this. Right, that's the largest that they go. And in my opinion, that's not enough. So one thing we can do with the feather wings that we can't do with the bug wings is that we can make them look like that they mesh together. And the way we do that, and we want to give it its proper wingspan. Right, let me go further. Okay, it's not letting me go further. Grab our wings. We have our first set go here. Yeah, first set go there. And then the second set goes right on the very end here. There we go. Hold on, hold on. And then we put it together like that. There we go. That is a bird stance. You just got to not look at it at the back, but that is that is a bird stance. Don't pay attention to the back. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Okay, wings. Good. Good start. Good start with the wings. Next, we got to give you your big beak. So you got a crow beak. I guess got to use this, right? This is the most Corviknight mouth to ever exist. Yeah, like this. There we go. There we go. We're using them a lot today, but again, red eyes. Red eyes like this, slightly larger. Okay. Then you got a bit of a spike on your forehead. So let's make that with this. Bit of a spike alongside two mini ones. Like so. Oh yeah, and of course you got like a sort of beard thing going on right here. There we go. Now this is looking... Alright, let's try legs. You're a bird, so you got bird legs. There you go. Yeah, this part's quite larger because of the metal. Bird feet. I think we got exactly the kind of foot that you have. Here we go. And then, well, you have exactly this at the back. Okay. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. Some small patterns on the chest. Make that wider. Bring that down. Make that smaller. Oh, hold on. I can squish it. Yes. Do it like that. Okay, good, good, good. That's the pattern. Oh, this is working out so well. And then there's one thing about Gigantamax Corviknight that I haven't touched on. It's little drones. Like, it summons darts. I don't know what those are. But they're little darts that fly around with it. What do I represent those with? Like, what can I do for that? Could I represent them with, like, little flares coming out from underneath the wing? What if I did this, angled it, copied, and then rotated and brought around like that? Does that kind of look like the drones? I mean, that kind of does. I can't fully disconnect them, but I think they're close enough. It does look a little bit like armpit hairs. Let's do a few more a bit further down. Like around here. Yeah, there we go. This is looking... I'm now suddenly very less confident in this. Especially from the back. Okay, but surely it's fine. Surely it's fine. It looks good from the front. That's a nice wingspan. Let's give it a paint. So your overall color, you are a very desaturated blue like this. Oh, yeah, that's immediately good. The coat has a little more blue to it, but still desaturated like this. Does this help? That does help. And then in the details, it's red. And does this red add red to the wings? Because if so, this is perfect. This is perfect. The colors have really brought this together. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is actually kind of promising. I wasn't so sure about it, but now putting on the correct colors, it's done a lot. And also now that I put on a coat, if I add a pattern alongside this blue, does this give the Armor Sheen feel? A tiny bit. It doesn't go all the way down, but I do like what that's doing. I really do. Oh yeah, like that, like that. That's good. Okay, I've got my confidence back. And you know what? I gotta add a little bit of feathers. We gotta use the textures more. Look at that. Feathery texture. That looks like a Corviknight. I thought Gigantamax was gonna be a complete failure. I'm not gonna lie to you. Especially after Butterfree. I thought these were all gonna suck, but you know what? It's somewhat decent. And I'm probably just blindsided to how bad this is because of Butterfree being so bad. But you know what? It works. It's good. Look at it go. Hold on. How did you walk again? What happened to your wings? Okay, so the wings may not work as well as I had hoped. I may have been gassing them up a little too much. Maybe they'd work better underneath. Hold on, let me try underneath. Let me try underneath. It doesn't give as much of a wingspan. That's the problem. And then I guess make the drones on top. All right, does that walk any better now that it's underneath? The wings do separate a little more. I want to say that might be a little bit better. Oh, and then that happens. What if we have a set of wings in the middle? Like right here. A set of wings that helps break it up. So you don't see the gap as badly. Does that fix things? It actually does. Not seeing the gap in the middle actually makes it look a lot better. That's all we needed to do. We just had to cover the mistakes. The mistakes can still be there as long as you hide them. That's the important part. Let's take a look at the babies. Oh my god. What are those wings? That doesn't work on the babies at all. Oh no, that is the worst wings I've ever seen. Whoa, 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 what was that? What did you just do? Gotta do your classic bird dance. Every bird knows one of these. And you know what's really funny? We're actually watching a glitch happen right now. The parts that are meant to be the drones that are separate are occasionally detaching in the animation, causing them to be separate. Whoa, you okay there, buddy? A glitch that actually makes this creation even better somehow. And the only thing left to do is watch this bird take flight. Hey guys, I'm here in the Dynamax Adventures. I'm trying to grind up some Armorite ore right now. You never know when you're gonna need it, but I can't seem to find anything. Can you let me know if you see anything nearby? That'd be great.